Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Watch World, and today it is time for another unboxing. As you can tell from the title, we are going to be unboxing the Nomos Tangente. So, let's get straight into it. So guys, I hope you are all keeping well and safe. Before we start today's episode, quick wristwatch check. Today I am wearing the Laco Flieger. I thought, seeing as we have a German watch in this box, I would have a German watch on the wrist. The Laco Flieger. This watch I reviewed a few months, or maybe a couple of months ago, and yeah, I think the best Flieger for its price. Can't go wrong with this Laco. So, we're going to be doing an unboxing today. We have the Nomos Tangente. Nomos are one of my... Actually, no, Nomos are probably my favourite German watch brand. And yeah, I have the Tangente inside here. I picked this up on Chrono24. And hopefully this will become my new go-to dress watch. Not that we can really go out anywhere at the moment these days, but in the future, should I say, hopefully this will become my dress watch. So let's open it up and take a look and see what's inside. I'm going to use my Camillus knife to open this up. Let's take a look and see what's inside. So we have some bubble wrap here, that's to be expected. Let's get rid of that. Let's take this out here. Let's get rid of the box. So let's open this up and see what is inside. There is a lot of bubble wrap here. Here we go. We have the box. Now, let's get rid of that. Take this off. And there we go. I can see the logo. Now, let's clear some of this off. And here we have it. Nomos Glacier. Love that font that they use for the Nomos. I think it looks very nice. So wooden style box here, very nice. Button on the front to open it up, so I'm just going to push that. Okay, let's take this off. Okay, so the watches must be inside here. I thought it would be in on these straps. Okay, let's move the box out of the way, and hopefully after all this the watch will be in here. Oh, look at that, there we go. So this is the Nomos Tangente. I'm going to drop my camera down a bit so we can get a little closer. Now, here we have it, the Nomos Tangente. First impressions, this watch is absolutely stunning. Simple Bauhaus design, very simple, clean dial, very thin watches Nomos make. I'd say this is probably 7 or 8 millimeters thick, very thin watches indeed, small seconds as with all Nomos watches. It's even running already and set to the correct time. It is 5 to 11 here in Ireland at the moment, so whoever, or the person that I bought it from, obviously set it before it was sent off. Nomos is a design that I've always loved, actually. I love these clean, simple designs. I love the way you only have the even numbers on the dial and then the odd numbers are just regular markers. Black strap feels very good, very strong. On the back here, this is a bit dirty. Let me get a microfiber cloth and we'll try and tidy this up a bit. Now, that's much better. There we can see Nomos Glacier on the back. So this is the Tangente 69424. Okay, let me just clean the dial again. So one of the things about this watch, especially when you look from the side, is you see those lugs, kind of angled lugs, the way they go out and then down. Very long lug to lug width actually. Well, we'll find out when we measure it, but it looks that way when you look at it from here. The lugs really do stick out from the case of the watch. So while I'm talking about it, let's break out our calipers and take some measurements. So the watch was listed as 35 millimeters. Just get rid of a bit of plastic there on my finger. The watch was listed as 35 millimeters, but Nomos watches usually wear quite larger because of the fact that they have no bezel. So it's more or less 100%, apart from this little rim here on the outside, it's more or less 100% dial. So it actually looks bigger than what it lists, let's say, because there is no bezel. Let's see here where it comes in at. So the watch, look at that, 35 millimeters on the button. Now let's have a look at the thickness. So I guessed it was about 7 or 8 millimeters just from looking, and in actual fact it is 6.4, so it's even thinner than I thought. 6.4 millimeters thick, and then lug to lug we are looking at 45.1, so just a tiny bit over 45. That is very reasonable. This watch would wear very well with a suit or with formal shirts. This would slide right under the cuff. So as we can see, it's already moving. So let's, this is a manual wind movement, so let's wind it up and see how much wind is actually left in it. Okay, so very strong feel on the crown. I'm going to just take it off screen for a second and hold it up to the mic just so you can hear that winding up. Yeah, so the crown feels very strong. Let's take it out and see. So we just have the one setting, because there's no complications on this watch. There's no date function, there's no second time zone hand like we were looking at with the Pagani's last week. It's just the one setting on the crown, and you can actually wind this watch without pulling it out. So again, that's one less setting when you pull the crown out. So yeah, feels nice. Doesn't take much force to move it, so it is very let's just put it back in there. Easy to move, easy to. I'll just pop it back in. Actually, it does. Let's just check. Yeah, so if we pull it out, we'll see that the second hand has stopped. So this movement does have hacking as well as hand wind, in case you ever wanted to synchronize this watch with another time source. So if we push this back in, it should start moving again. There we go. I'm going to have to look up what actual movement is inside this watch. I know it is a high beat movement. I know it's 28,800 beats per hour, but I'm going to have to look up the actual caliber that is inside this watch, because I can't remember it off of the top of my head. So I'm going to go do that right now, and I will be back in 2 minutes. So guys, from a quick internet search, this watch is it has an in-house caliber, Nomos's Alpha movement, which gives this watch a 43-hour power reserve. It has 17 joules. It is water resistant. The watch itself is water resistant to 30 meters. And the movement inside, so the watch was 6.4 millimeters. The movement itself is only 2.6 millimeters, which is incredibly thin for an automatic watch movement. That is just absolutely insane. So no loom shot today, guys, with this watch, because there is no loom on it. But what we are going to do is I'm going to take off my Lacko Flieger, and we're going to put this on and see how it looks on the wrist. And here we have it, guys, the Nomos Tangente on my 6.5 inch wrist. First impressions, the strap is insanely comfortable. This is a very comfortable strap. We have, if it'll focus, we can see the Nomos signed buckle there. Yeah, absolutely love this strap. It is really comfortable on the wrist, really soft and loose, so it's not stiff when you're trying to put it on your wrist, as opposed to the Lacko. When I first bought this, the strap, as it's quite a thick strap, it was quite tough to put it on, but this is a thin strap and it is very soft indeed when trying to put it on. I think it looks comfortable on a 6.5-inch wrist. It doesn't look too small or too, obviously not too big. I don't think it looks too small at all. I think this would be perfect for a more formal occasion, you know, with a suit or with a shirt. I think this watch would fit in perfectly. But also it would be good for everyday wear. I think if you were just wearing this to work, it wouldn't look out of place either. Absolutely love that subdial there. If we can see closely, if it'll zoom, it kind of has... Is it going to focus? I don't know if you can see it with the light, but it has these... It has kind of rings going around from the center of the second hand all the way to the outer skirts of the subdial. So one thing I do love about this watch is the white dial and the blue hands, so you get a really nice contrast of colors there. Makes it very legible. We can see that the hands are super skinny on this watch, so usually that might be a problem if it was a similar color to the dial, but because of the blue hands and the white dial, this watch, there's no problem at all when trying to read the time on this piece. So guys, from a first glance at this unboxing, this watch looks absolutely stunning. I'm going to give it a couple of weeks on the wrist, and then I might do a full review of this piece for you. But yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to spending some time with this on the wrist. And yeah, I will let you know how it performs over the next couple of weeks. And then hopefully, as I said, in a couple of weeks' time, we will have a full review on this watch, and we'll get into the more finer details about it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the Nomos Tangente. If you did, please do hit that subscribe button, guys. It really would help out the channel a lot. As I said again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stay safe during these crazy times that we're having at the moment. And I will see you again very soon. Until then, guys, have a great week, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care for now.